Hello everyone. So today we're launching version 0.5.10. This version is a lot of bug fixes because we had pretty big releases previously. So it's a bunch of stabilization and infrastructure stuff that probably not going to be visible for you guys, but it's a lot of like user experience and scalability things that we build on the back end. But the biggest thing, the biggest bug that we fixed, and it's kind of very relevant for a bunch of you guys that contacted me about the Mac support. So right now, what we released on this version is complete parity between the Windows agent and the Mac agent. So remote access control, file management, terminal access, all this type of stuff are working exactly the same on both of the agents. A very long process, took us a lot of time. I want to say thank you to Pete McKinney that contributed to Mesh Central and had a branch there that contained a bunch of fixes for the Mac client, and we kind of built on top of that a more robust and more stable solution. So thanks, Pete, and we also discussed with him some time ago. So let me show you how it works. So if we'll go to Safari, I'm supposed to have here and VNC access. Oh, here it is. It's here. Okay, so that's a remote machine I have. That's a Mac remote machine I have. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna revoke permissions because we had a pretty big issue with permissions that the remote access control was not properly requesting permissions, and also Faye was not working on it was not working on the newer versions of Mac. So if I'll go here to privacy and security, we should see here for full disk access, for example, we used to have frame client and we don't need this anymore. Okay, so I'm removing it from here, but it's probably also remote desktop. No, there is no remote desktop. That's a clean machine. I'm gonna install the agent, the new agent now. So as usual, I'm going to add device, Mac, copy, and I'm running. Sorry, that's my machine. So I'm just gonna paste it on the terminal. That's a terminal with root access already. I removed the agent before. Okay, now the agent is getting deployed. And you see now it says background items by Flamingo AI was added. And now let's go back to my computer and let's check what's going on with this machine. So it's this machine here. You see that it's still getting deployed. So we deployed always query and fleet. So let's wait for everything to get deployed. Some other fixes that I can show you. So what got deployed? So tactical got deployed. Some other things that I can show you that we added is a bunch of enhancements for the user experience of Mingo. So you can see that the UI is a bit different here. If I'll do this, you will see that it sticks to the bottom in a much better way. So that works much better here. Let's go back to the devices and see if everything got deployed. So you see I have here all of those activated. Let's start with remote shell. So you see that that works completely fine. You can do everything that you want to do with the PowerShell. With one big difference here, it's only terminal. You don't have PowerShell. Also manage files, works pretty good. We can download, upload files, etc. Remote access control. So if I'll click here, you'll see that we have this wait for desktop screen. It's something we didn't have before. And now, if we'll go back here, so if it would be the first time I'm running, so that's the remote machine, and that's my my OpenFrame dashboard that I control the remote machine. So you will see that it's responding probably even better than Windows. It's working really, really good. And you can do everything here. Like you can restart, you can run admin privilege stuff, working pretty good. If it was the first time that I would launch the remote access on this machine, it would prompt the user to add permissions for mesh agent OpenFrame executable, and it will guide him through the process. So on first launch, it will show him a full screen of whatever he needs to do in order to configure all the right permissions. If it didn't happen, if something fell through during this process, after you guys gonna initialize the first remote access session, it will prompt the user again. He will do it, and during the session, it doesn't even need to kill any process or anything. It's completely transparent for the user. He will have the ability you will have the ability to take control over his machine and do whatever you need. The fixes that we did for the front end made also the windows much more stable. So you might see here, like maybe the machine is not running or something. But this, like, also the Windows is working much better. Yeah, but all in all, this is kind of it for this version. So a bunch of UI UX fixes, a bunch of things for the infrastructure. We're working on a full-fledged PSA to come by the end of this month, and knowledge management system, so you will be able to add all of the custom configurations you have, etc., and that will be injected automatically to Mingo and to Faye. So if user is complaining about stuff that's relevant only for his organization, he will be able to see it. Like Faye will be able to ingest it and build the proper responses for him. As usual, enjoy. Like I hope all of you guys are already part of OpenMSP, and you're all aware of the Slack community. We also have our roadmap and enhancements on the website, so you can see exactly what we're working on. So I said before, the PSA and the knowledge management, so you can see it here. Extended PSA and knowledge management. Also a bunch of small stuff that you guys asked, and bug fixes exist here. So feel free to go and check it out. And that's pretty much it. So have a nice rest of your week, or whatever left of it, the weekend. And yeah, use the product. We like your feedback. We like you guys. And I hope you like the product as well. Thanks, guys. Bye.